It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Hello, campers. Welcome to Be My Neighbor Day Camp, where together we can grow up great, a little more each day. I'm really happy you're here. Today we're going to explore something that is around all parts of the neighborhood: trees. Trees are an important part of our neighborhood. They provide wood for building and pulp for making paper. They provide habitats, or homes, for all sorts of insects, birds, and other animals. Trees also help to keep our air clean and our ecosystems healthy. But can trees be teachers too? Well, today we're going to find out how. But first, let's pretend we can fly like a bird through the trees of the forest by flapping our arms. Are you ready? Let's fly. Those are the tree's roots. This is where the tree gets its strength. A tree's beauty lies in its branches, but its strength lies in its roots. Look at those beautiful leaves. No two leaves are exactly the same, just like people. Keep flying. Wow, look how tall. Just imagine, from little seeds grow mighty trees. Let's fly above trees. A forest is just like a neighborhood for the trees. We can learn from trees. Pretty cool, right? As you know, we always like to start Be My Neighbor Day Camp with some movements that are fun and keep us in good shape. Let's visit now with our friend, Ms. Elise. Hello, Ms. Elise.
Hi, neighbors. How are y'all doing today? This is Elise here, and I wanted to share a nice pose with you today called Tree Pose. Are you ready? So first we're going to take off our shoes. We're going to come to the mat. Tree pose is a nice balancing, grounding pose. So we're going to stand strong on our feet. We're going to bring our hands out to the sides like strong branch trees that we are. And then we're going to bring one foot to our ankle right about here. And then we're going to bring our branches up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Doesn't that feel good? Let's do the other side. So we're gonna bring our hands to center. We're gonna switch legs. So we're gonna balance on our other leg. And then we're gonna bring our opposite leg to our ankle. And then we're gonna bring our branches out to the side. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And let them sway as you catch your balance. Inhale, exhale. Doesn't that feel great? Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.
Now that we've done some exercise, I thought today would be a good day to take a field trip and learn more about trees. We can visit with Ms. Teresa and some other neighbors for a virtual hike in the woods, okay? Ready? Let's go on a hike.
So it's such a nice day out. I thought we'd call up Miss Teresa, our neighbor, who is a trail guide, to teach us about trees and why they're important.
That would be really fun.
I'm not the biggest outdoorsy person, as you know. What types of things should I do to prepare or to have the kids look for?
So many kids come on the field trip and they're wearing like clogs or sandals, and then they can't walk the trails with us. Dress appropriately for being on the trail. And we take water bottles and, snacks. All right, now the beginning's a little strenuous and lots of tree steps, what I call tree root steps. I'm sure you guys have all heard the terms of tree huggers, and I'm a tree hugger. But you know what? A better thing trees would probably like even more if we give them a kiss. Why do you think they would like us blowing them a kiss?
Because we give them carbon dioxide. That's what we exhale.
Absolutely. They give us oxygen and we give them carbon dioxide. And that's what we're doing when we're blowing them a kiss.
Should we blow them a kiss?
You guys can identify trees by looking at the leaves. You can identify a tree by looking at the bark, by looking at the seeds the tree produces, like acorns. We need to identify trees sometimes in the wintertime, and the way to identify a maple tree is opposite branching. Most trees have alternate branching. Opposite branching, if you look up, this is a maple tree. Each branch or each leaf comes off the tree opposite of the other. There's only a few trees that have this. Dogwoods, maples, ash, and chestnut. And then all the other trees have what's called alternate branching, where the branches come off one here, one a little further up, one here, a little further up. And it's important for a maple tree because maple tree is where we get maple syrup. Maple syruping happens in the winter. And the only way to identify the maple trees is by the branching that time because we don't have the leaves.
It's that
Sassafras?
Yeah, sassafras.
And when we find leaves and we don't know what they are, you can look in this little book and try to match up the leaves. Sassafras tree is the tree that has 3 different shapes of leaves, and one of them is a mitten-like. There's the fruit from a sassafras tree. It has a hard seed enclosed in the fruit. Why do you guys think the trees are going dormant? Think about the 3 things I said trees needed.
Water.
They need water.
They need carbon dioxide.
They need carbon dioxide. Good one.
Sunlight.
We're not getting enough sunlight for the photosynthesis to occur.
Then they fall, and I think they give more nutrients for the trees, so it sort of restarts, I think.
Starts again, yep, starts
Because
up
of the
again in the
dirt.
spring. When we start getting more daylight hours, starts up again in the spring. Yeah.
Yeah, because the leaves fall. It's like, tasty leaves. It was nice of Miss Teresa to come out and show us around the woods and teach us about trees today. What was your favorite part?
Learning about the sassafras.
I like the tree bridge stuff they built.
That was
And
pretty
it's
cool.
cool how to find out what you can build with trees.
Yeah, it really is.
The sassafras smelled good, huh?
Yeah.
I could go for a root beer float. I think my favorite part was, you know when she had us blow the trees a kiss? The trees and us, we need each other, don't we? Like we need their oxygen, they need our CO2.
Thanks for teaching us about trees, Miss Teresa. That was really cool. We have so many friends to visit today. We've got to hurry. Ms. Ann is waiting to tell us a story. Hello, Miss Ann.
Oh, hi, friends. I am glad that you are able to join us today for story time. I'm not quite ready yet. I just have to finish planting this small tree sapling. Okay, I'm going to take special care of this little tree sapling in the house for a while and then plant it in my yard next spring. It will be fun to watch it grow bigger and bigger. Are your family and friends amazed at how you are growing bigger and bigger all the time? We grow bigger in different ways. Our bodies grow bigger as we get taller, and our hearts grow bigger as we learn the importance of being kind. How does it make you feel when someone is kind to you? Does it make you want to do something kind for someone else? And when you do something kind for someone else, doesn't that make you feel good inside? It all comes back around, right? Today, we are going to read a story about an acorn, a simple little acorn that made a big difference in the world. Because of an Acorn. Because of an Acorn by Lola M. Schaefer and Adam Schaefer, illustrated by Fran Preston Gannon. Because of an acorn, a tree. Because of a tree, a bird. Because of a bird, a seed. Because of a seed, a flower. Because of a flower, a fruit. Because of a fruit, a chipmunk. Because of a chipmunk, a snake. Because of a snake, a hawk. Because of a hawk, an acorn. Because of an acorn, a forest. And that's the end of our book, Because of an Acorn. That was such a nice book. Friends, did you enjoy it? Just like the small little acorn that grew into a forest, so can our little acts of kindness. They can grow and grow and grow. So remember, no kind action ever stops. One kind action leads to another. When you are nice to someone, it makes them want to be nice to someone else too. Well, I think I will give my little tree another drink of water and take it over to the window where it will get some sunlight. Let's try to be kind to one another today and every day. Just like in nature, we are all connected. Let's hop over to Miss Jennifer to see what she is up to today. Bye-bye, friends.
Hi, friends. This is Miss Maceros, and we are in my neighborhood today. And we have so many trees. How many trees do you have in your neighborhood? Some of our trees are fruit trees, and we get lots of delicious fruit from fruit trees. And this is one of them. This is a persimmon tree, and it grows sweet orange fruit in the fall time. That's about the size of my hand. And inside, it's soft and orange and delicious. Another tree that we have in our yard is a maple tree, and I have it set up to be tapped in the springtime. And we get lots of sap, and we render that down or boil it, and we get maple syrup, which has lots of vitamins and minerals. So, what other kinds of fruit trees can you think of? I can think of apples, pears, cherries, plums, lots of options. So check with your grown-up, see what grows well in your neighborhood, and see if you have room in your yard to grow a fruit tree.
I like the thought that planting kindness can be like planting a tree. I thought this would be a fun activity today. Let's make a kindness tree. And when we're finished, we can hang it on the wall and be a reminder for us to be kind every day. Let's see if Lucy can help us with that.
Here's what you'll need. Also, this is my little brother Oscar. First, you'll need a big white poster board. Then, you'll need a glue stick, markers and scissors, a green piece of colored paper. But if you don't have one, you can just use a white one and color it in. And you'll also need a piece of cardboard. Just an old cereal box will work. You can ask a grown-up for help to draw a leaf pattern on the back of the cardboard. Then cut the leaf pattern out. Ask a grown-up if you need help. Next, you can trace the leaf pattern onto the green piece of paper over and over. Just like this.
That's a lot of leaves.
Now the hard part. You've got to cut them all out.
You're going to need about 20 of them. Now you gather them all up and put them into a nice pile.
You might need a grown-up's help with this part too. Draw a tree with no leaves on it. Just like this.
On one side of the tree, you write kindness.
And on the other side, you write tree.
Perfect.
tiniest tree on the wall, and every day it will grow. At the end of each day, think about what you did that was kind and put a leaf on the tree. The more kind things you do, the more leaves you'll have on your tree. Pretty cool, right?
I think I'll hang mine next to the family tree my son Oscar made while he was off school earlier this year. Have you ever heard of a family tree? Let's watch this clip of Daniel Tiger as Daniel tries to figure out what makes his family tree special.
I want to show everyone my branch, hoo-hoo. Me too. Let's put them on the family tree. But I still don't know what makes my family special.
Attention, everybody. We're ready to attach more branches to our family tree.
This is our owl family. What makes our family special, hoo-hoo, is that it's just me and my uncle, and that's special. And we go on nifty-galifty nature walks to find dragonflies. My turn, please! Whoa! Uh-oh! Here you go, Miss Elena. Thanks, Daniel. My family is so special. It's me and my mom and dad, and we like to make music! Boom, boom, boom!
Daniel, would you like to go next?
No, well, Jody can go next. Me? Okay. I'm Jody Platypus. My family just moved here. We have a big family, and my Nana lives with us. I think that's special. Hi. And we are really good at playing hide and seek. I think it's my turn now. But I still don't know what makes my family special. Panda. Hey, that looks pretty good. You know what? Having a little baby sister is terrific.
Does someone need a helper, Tiger?
Our family loves to help.
We do. We're helper tigers, and that's what makes our family special. All families are different. Find what makes yours special. Hi, I'm Daniel, and that's my mom and dad. And I have a baby sister. My tiger family is special because we like to help our neighbors and each other. Mom, Dad, baby Margaret, and me. Together, we are the Tiger Family. 1, 2, 3, 4. We love to help and we love to roar. Roar! Being part of the Tiger Family is special.
Just like there are many different kinds of trees in the forest, there are also many different kinds of people in our families. Making a family tree is a great way to find out more about the different people in your family from now and from long before you were born. At the end of the day, I will give the grown-ups a link on how you can make a family tree at home. But now, let's visit with Mr. Gregory and see if he has a song for us today. Hello, Mr. Gregory.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. Hello, young friends, and welcome once again. I'm Mr. Gregory, and I'm so glad that you came to visit today. As it happens, I was just out in the backyard and I found these. What are these? These are leaves, of course, which are from trees. Maybe you recognize this. This is a maple leaf. This leaf turns bright orange or red in the fall as if it's magically painted. And then there's this. This is an apple tree with fragrant blossoms in the spring and apples in the fall. And then there is this small leaf. This is from the Rose of Sharon tree that has the most beautiful flowers on it, and the hummingbirds come and drink from it. And then I found this leaf. Isn't that grand? This is from the sweet gum tree, a large, majestic tree, which reminded me of the tree in my backyard when I was young, just like you. We used to go out to that tree every afternoon to play. I remember there was this hollowed out place in the trunk where we would put our toys and store them until we came back and could play with them later. And there were branches in this tree that you could climb up onto these branches. And there was also a tire swing. And I loved being on that tire swing and swinging out so far and so high. Sometimes it seemed like I could almost touch the clouds. And if it suddenly started to rain, we would stand next to the trunk, and it was just like standing under a big umbrella. The water would flow off of the leaves and down to the ground, and we would stay dry. And when it was a hot day, we would stand under that tree, and it was so cool and so refreshing. I love that tree. And I wonder if you've ever thought about the fact that there are some people who are like trees. They are always there for us. They stand strong in a storm. They are people whom we can lean on, who will care for us when we are having a hard time. I have a song about that. I'd like to share it with you. I hope you will like it. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We'll work for peace and justice. We shall not be moved. We'll work for peace and justice. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. All colors of the rainbow, we shall not be moved. All colors of the rainbow, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. I am so glad for the people in my life who have been like trees to me. I wonder if you can think of some people in your life who have been like trees for you, people whom you could always depend on, and being with them just gave you a peaceful, safe feeling. And I wonder if you can think of some people in your family or your neighborhood who need you to be a tree for them, someone to lean on. I have enjoyed so much sharing my music today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, go out and hug a tree today. Trees are our friends too.
Thank you, Mr. Gregory. Okay, friends, it's almost time to go. But before we do, here's another fun art project that you might want to try at home. It's a tree terrarium. Check it out. sure learned a lot from trees today. Trees have really good advice, don't they? Trees tell us to stand tall and proud. Go out on a limb and be kind. Remember your roots, drink plenty of water, and enjoy the view. Trees really are great teachers and friends. Goodbye, friends. See you next time.